my metal planking, dude.
Quit moving, I'm trying to get my backpack. So I brought this. This is my drone that I never get to use, and I had planned on using it today.
There ain't nobody here.
However, drone usage is prohibited.
Dude, I'm gonna throw it in the air and get some pictures. Throw your camera up in the air and get a picture that way.
So because there's no drone footage, we've decided just to leave. Pretty short video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing nothing. Come back and watch another video sometime. You know, hit that like button, subscribe, and do all that stupid YouTube bullcrap. Bye. What's up, YouTube? Today we are at the Serpent Mound. Lug,
What's up?
Me, we're gonna be checking this out. It's very busy here today. So that's what happens when you get up at the butt crack of dawn to freaking drive 2 hours to get here, you know?
Yeah, worth it.
So anyways, yeah, we're gonna walk around and check this out and talk about it. And Lug's the expert here on Serpent Mound.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be filling us in on some crap. Okay, bye. So here we have a museum up here and the museum Serpent Mound, both this way.
Yeah.
There's those historic markers that I feel like I show in every single video. Here's a dude on a gator doing some yard work. This is, what was this?
That's a burial mound. That's like where they put the dead grave site.
Some dead Indians in there?
Yeah. That's
Native
what they
Americans.
say.
Serpent Mound. Pause it and read it. I'm not freaking reading all that crap. Lug, what's the gist of what this is?
So all this shit's kind of bullshit. Kinda. The real thing this was for was to actually track the movement of the sun through all the different seasons. So like at one season you would look here and the sun would meet up with this, and then another one would meet up with this, another one would meet up with this, and then this tracks like the actual sun towards the Earth's like rotational tilt, you know? So like it'd line up like perfect right here. Over time, with the way the Earth slowly like our tilt's changing, it's actually off just a little bit. But they leave a bunch of trees at the end, so you can't really line it up the right way to know for sure. But that's what the guy on Netflix like really thinks it's for, which makes more sense. It's kind of like Stonehenge. Like Stonehenge was to track the seasons and the movement of the sun. It was like a ritual thing.
What was the documentary you watched?
I can't remember the name of it.
Oh.
You have to put a link in.
Apparently there's a documentary y'all should check out.
Well, it's a show, and you should check it out. But he goes to a bunch of different places, and they wouldn't let him in here.
Museum here. I'm not sure if the museum is open. It sounds like some of these buildings are closed. It actually says visitor center closed for the season, so we're going to be able to check out the museum. We are going to head over to the Serpent Mound and walk around. There's a observant like area that you can climb up and get a better picture of it. Hopefully we can get up there. So we've got trail to Serpent, nature trail. We're not interested in the nature trail. We're just gonna go to the Serpent Mound. Walking over to the mound now. And I got a feeling Lug is gonna talk. What are you laughing about? He's gonna be talking your ear off in this video.
I don't know shit about anything, dude. See, look, I was wrong. No, I wasn't. I was right.
Yeah, it tells the seasons.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, that's not just its only purpose, man.
Some more freaking information here about the Serpent Mound.
See, they finally say the ancestors of the American Indians. They used to say, which I don't know how old that one is I watched, they used to say the Indians built this, which isn't true. It was the people before them. They had a little bit better technology than, and a little bit more understanding than Native Americans did. The serpent talked in the Bible to eat an apple for knowledge.
Snake Plissken got people out of New York and escaped from New York.
Yep.
Them snakes are always doing crazy
Snakes
stuff.
are important, dude. They're little guys.
Going to the tower here, it is definitely, don't do that.
Just walk up that.
It's
And you
definitely
know what
closed.
needs repaired? The whole thing.
Yeah, it's looked pretty
They
dicey
didn't keep
actually.
up painting it.
Yeah, it does
They
look
should've
pretty
painted it
dicey.
every year.
This is probably, besides a drone, the best view you can get of it.
Google Maps has a really
Google Maps has a fantastic view of this from the sky. Obviously here you can see the mound, and you can see it wrapping around pretty good. It is pretty long. We're gonna walk the whole trail here.
Where's the sign that says I can't walk on it?
Over there.
What does it say?
It says don't walk on the mound, jabroni. Nice little trail here. Like I said, it wraps around the whole snake
Nope.
and goes over to it. You can actually see, you can see some frost here.
See this? How it's growing there?
There's some moss there.
There's rocks under this, dude. Hey, who mows this?
So it's never been dug up, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, they've never really done any like archaeological like digs or really anything. They
But
just kinda,
do we know if there's, because a lot of mounds, they have like bodies in them, correct?
yeah, a lot of burial mounds. Like,
Does this one have that, or
great-
we don't know?
I don't think so. I think there's stones underneath there, and I think this whole entire area, especially the surrounding area in the woods, has stuff in it. And for this site to be so big, it had to have a big community of people to make it. It wasn't like a small little village over, you know, whatever. It took a lot of people to make this back in the day, and the fact that it's still just like a dirt hill, it's just mind-blowing. There's got to be something under it. But as far as I know, they said this is what it was for. That's the end of it. We're done. And they won't let anybody really check it out.
It hasn't really been investigated past the point of,
Yeah, it's just that's what it is. That's it. We're done. Like they've never went into like the woods. They've never done any kind of scans or anything of that nature. Besides putting this sidewalk in, you know, like they really have
nice sidewalk.
You can really tell though that there's rocks on it because moss grows in grass like that when there's stones.
It's pretty decently tall too.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're coming up to the head.
I can barely see over it. Actually can't see over it. So
There's a bunch of groundhogs and stuff, or little mice.
I don't know how tall it is. I guess maybe we stop and read one of these. It says,
I think almost 4 foot tall, or 5 foot.
what's this? Okay, we've sat here, we've read this. So this is a what? A magnetic
What?
It's a survey. They scanned this picture, which shows, like, according to this, it shows like that the soil has been tampered with. And in 2012, they thought they found an extra coil here, but it's not totally sure of. It looks like they dug it up and looked for it, and maybe the original burials removed it and just made it keep going.
It says neck of an existing serpent. Fossil traces, raised portion of the. It's kind of like it was smaller at one point, and they made
Yeah.
it bigger. It's kind of what it looks like.
But we are pretty much standing where they think it was.
And this says lightning
Is that
strike
correct?
from late 1800s. Just right there, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah. That's very.
Wild.
That's pretty intriguing.
They have a lot better technology than this now. Like this is like an aerial scan, like sonar type thing, but they have a thing called LiDAR now that like really gets some good detail, and they need to do this place again, but it costs a lot of money. They made it seem like there was something else right here, but this is like an arrow looking like little mouth.
So you can kind of see here, this is the quote-unquote egg of the serpent. The head would be back there, kind of like this.
Yeah,
Like that.
call it an egg or like, you know, a planet or whatever the hell you want to call
Wow,
it.
look at the sun.
I want to go stand in the middle of that.
This is the front, the tip, the head. whatever you want to call it.
It looks like some of the trees actually fell down.
This is like a little place you can stand and get a view of dead trees because, you know, it's February. Some more information here.
And then this one's like nothing. That's weird.
No frost. Tons of frost. And then, like I said, here's kind of the view.
Like, for what this site is, dude, like, there's got to be more stuff. There's a bunch of trails and stuff down there. But, like, there's got to be more shit to this place, you know?
Start walking our way back. If you look right there, there's actually a water stream going through here. You can kind of hear it. So growing up in Ohio, almost every time you take an Ohio history class, they talk about the Serpent Mound. So anybody that's not from Ohio may not know what this is entirely, and it seems like the story changes of what this place is, or they find new stuff every so often, like every few years. And then we saw that sign. That was just in 2012 when they thought they found another coil, and it's maybe possibly still was a coil there that was removed. It's very peaceful out here. I remember, I haven't seen on any signs yet, but the idea was that this was built on a meteor or a comet the Native Americans used to find the seasons, and I mean tell time, and I think they even used it for years. Like, this thing was used a lot for the Native Americans in this area. And yeah, it's just really cool. Like I said, the worst part is they don't allow drones, so you can't get a super good picture of it. Good Lord.
What?
You. I don't see any moss over here. Oh, yep, there it is.
Yeah, there's some.
I'm trying to do my best to show you guys, like, so here is the egg, and then here is the serpent's mouth. So then this would be the start of the body of the serpent. And then I think when we get up here, we'll see the tail of it that kind of spirals around.
That's some weird stuff I've been reading about walking barefoot.
I kind of just showed that shot of us walking here, but it does kind of, like, it's not on even ground. Like, now we're going up a hill.
It's lower on this side.
So it is significantly lower over there. So now we're going to walk this way. And I mean, there is the observatory tower that we passed earlier. So we walked this side of the mound, wrapped around. Now we're coming back this way and going up this hill. So you can kind of, again, you're seeing, now I know they call it a coil. So you see the coil here, wrapping up, going around, coming this way, and then this will be the tail. And hopefully we can get a pretty good picture here. There's a tree growing out of it. You see that?
What? Yeah, I know. It's interesting because a tree this size, depending on how long it's been here, which is kind of hard to tell with some of these trees, the roots don't really seem like they're going this way.
No, they
under
don't.
The sidewalk kind of looks like it's like this one's coming out over here.
Yep.
The other trees, like those trees right there, are going on the sidewalk towards the mound.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
But this one is definitely
going in.
That's definitely in the mound. So, like I said, here is the tail.
There's
We're gonna
like
move over to
a
the
root
front here.
but it still doesn't push the sidewalk up.
So, like I said, this is the tail end of the Serpent Mound, and you can kind of see the spiral of the tail right here.
Hey, check this one out.
Hang on, he's got something to show me. Another tree?
Explain to me why a tree root would go up a hill instead of through it.
I don't know.
Because there's something under there, man. This doesn't make sense. Wild.
That is pretty weird.
They've never, as my knowledge goes, they've never looked in here because they think it's disrespectful. But I don't think it's a burial mound. I think there's stone underneath it. That's why it's kept in shape for so many years.
I don't think they say it's a burial mound, right?
No,
I think
they say
it's
it's a site, but they don't want to disturb it because of disrespectful shit. But
I think I could stand on that and get a better picture.
yeah, you look. Wood broke.
Yeah.
Dude, that's kind of.
I don't know about that.
It's a crazy drop off too. This is a hell of a site to build something at.
Yeah, it's Southern Ohio at its best, I can tell you that. So this is the tail, which I think is my favorite part because it looks cool. It does a little spiral.
I'm gonna make
looks
one
real good.
in my house. Dude, I want to stand in the middle. That's so bad. I get it. They don't want people walking on all the grass all the time, but.
Well, I feel like, yeah, people would mess with it.
There's an indentation in the middle of that egg. Like right in the center. It's like a perfect circle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to walk our way back up here.
Look at the windows, dude.
It's a shame. The museum is closed. It looks more like a gift shop than a museum.
It's got like some shitty sticks in there.
It doesn't really.
See what's in that. I'll look in the door, see what's in there.
It doesn't really look like anything.
Maybe
You see a lapel?
some books. I don't see a lapel, dude. I see earrings and maybe some necklaces. They just look like they're made out of like basic Native American shit.
We're back towards the front now where we parked. There are a few more people here. We wanted to check out this burial mound a little bit better.
I wonder if this is part of it, dude.
Huh.
What the heck?
Maybe the people that, built the thing, they buried them here.
They say that
Maybe the aliens that built the mound for us, they buried the aliens here.
Yeah, we would never know because they won't dig it up.
That just is what makes
Hey,
sense.
did you know that
How do they know it's a burial mound? They had to have dug it up.
in modern day now, if your grave site is over a certain age, like let's say I die, and like 200 years, there's a whole cemetery full of a bunch of people that died like 200 years ago, they can rightfully dig it up and relocate the bodies because no one is alive that knows who you are. So just think about that.
Dang.
In the middle of like nowhere, and they're burial grounds, like they're all over the place.
I could roly-poly-oly down that hill real easy.
Dude.
I don't know if I showed this earlier or not, but this is where I was talking about being a meteorite.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
You've heard all this other crap
Yeah,
about
never
this
heard
place,
that.
but you
Isn't that
never
funny?
heard that it was built on a meteorite.
Never heard that. Did you know they were talking about how the Earth's been impacted by so many meteorites that we have so much other metals and minerals that we're not supposed to have,
or something like
I
that.
think is actually meteor metal. I think that's the right name for it.
Is that how we got vibranium?
That's what I was getting to. Like Marvel, like they have Wakanda and they have vibranium. It was a giant meteorite or something from another planet. That's like really, really strong, good stuff. Wood. Metal's like, now it's metal. You gotta think, back in the day, people built everything out of rock. And then after metal, what else are we gonna build with? Is it gonna be the age of plastic? It did go like that. Stone, wood. And I like stone more than wood, though. Not that great. Wood's trust. Poor tree, man. Poor tree.
And I think that's it. I think that's it for the day. I believe that's it.
That's it.
Hopefully you guys like this. Maybe we come back.
It would be cooler if people weren't here, but it's pretty nice. It's cool. I recommend it.
It is really cool.
It's worth $8.
Yeah, it was $8 to get in here, person. That's not bad. And it's a nice little nature trail. There's other nature trails around as well that you can walk and check out. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time. The Serpent Mound was first described by the Mississippi in 1848. Saved by the 1885. 1885.
The doc's alive.
The doc's alive.